It is Water Wednesday, we like to call it around here, and Renee is at Arizona State University checking out a new exhibit inspired by water. So we're learning about it this morning as well. Hey, Renee.
Hey guys, yeah, we're at ASU at the School of Art. A lot of students all around us working hard this morning. Of course, we are at the Harry Wood Gallery, and today we're talking about a brand new exhibit here called Testing the Waters. Now, these are stories that have been put together by different high schools all around Arizona, and they're talking about stories of place. And here I'm talking to Professor Dan
Collins,
and he's going to kind of walk us through what is that about.
Well, the exhibition allows or challenges students from around the state to look at the theme of water and tell stories of place through different artistic media.
Wow, and so we're looking at a map right here, and this tells us kind of which schools are involved. Tell me the 4 schools.
Yeah, we have Coconino High School up here in Flagstaff. We have PPEP Tech Academy down in Somerton, which is near Yuma. We have Douglas High School right on the border, shares a footprint with Agua Prieta in Mexico. And we are also looking at Maryvale High School in Phoenix.
Okay, wow. Yeah. So all of these different areas and these high schoolers have come together and kind of put together these stories about how water affects their communities?
Absolutely. Some of the students are looking at certainly the positive aspects of water, essential for the desert, such as recreation and human health. But they're also taking a hard look at some of the pollution and other kinds of issues of water security and water availability across the state of Arizona.
It is very interesting because, you know, we talk a lot about water being for recreational use, maybe for mental health, but the more you care about water on that level, you start to care about the health of your waters as well.
Absolutely, and water is really pretty much at risk across Arizona in many cases. Obviously, everybody knows about the almost 2-decade-long drought that we've all experienced, but we also see problems with water availability. For example, 40% of the Navajo community still hauls their own water. So in hauling their water, there's real risks to contamination and so on. In areas like Douglas, Arizona, they used to rely on wells that were on both sides of the border. Those wells no longer exist, so they're dependent on either seasonal flows or reclaimed water largely. And the water tables are dropping in the Douglas area because of overpumping.
So we're talking to you here at ASU and a lot of college students in the area, but what is the significance of high schoolers being involved, and specifically this exhibit right here?
This is an exhibit from Coconino High School, which combines both science and art dimensions. So the teacher up there in environmental studies, David Krasner, has taken his students out to Fossil Creek for years, which is a kind of oasis in the middle of Arizona, and they're looking for bugs, macroinvertebrates.
And we're seeing them right here. They found a lot.
If you find a lot of macroinvertebrates, these are the larvae for a lot of things like caddisflies and dragonflies, which are fish food. So if you have a lot of bugs, it means that the water health is much better.
Well, it is a very interesting exhibit. Dan, when can people come out and visit?
There can be here. The exhibit is open 9 to 5 daily through about 2 o'clock on Friday, so it's only up for 4 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it is really interesting, and we're talking about the health of water, of course, and the communities. Dan, thank you for your time this morning. We're also looking at, this is kind of depicting the...
Those fish have had better days.
Yes.
Endangered species.
Yeah.
These are the fish that have been in the lower Colorado for eons, which you see the large skeletal representation that is in steel here is of the pike minnow. This would be over here would be the razorback chub, and over here is the
you gotta watch those razorback chubs.
The chubs,
razorback sucker and the bony-tailed chub.
Oh,
wow.
I was a big
The
chub
sucker.
after my first
created
one
by
was
the
born.
artist Lori Lundquist, who used these for stamps around the sidewalk of Tempe Town Lake. So sort of kind of honoring the past species that inhabited the Rio Salado.
Wow. Well, you certainly have. Dan, thank you so much for your time. Guys, there's a lot to see out here, of course, and you can do that until Friday. Back to you.
So cool and so important for our desert. You know what I mean? Like, it's neat to see the history of it.
Plus, you don't hear macroinvertebrate
No.
talked about very often,
No.
or chubs.
Or chubs, at the bottom feeder chub.